Hello, welcome to Casual Veteran Gamer, and in the video today I'm going to be covering something that was asked of me probably a few weeks ago before making this video, and that's to look at the stats of some of the new NPCs in the Underdark from patch 6. So I've just taken the quest to kill the Dwergar from Myconid Spore, Sovereign Spore, and when you come and find Glut, he offers to help and you should take him up on that offer. So he asks you to tell him of home. You can pick whatever you want. He gives a different response based on what you pick.
It reveals its own home in reply.
He's just trying to be nice, basically.
Filled with decaying myconid corpses.
And just like Spore, he wants the Dwergar dead. So he will offer to join you, and you can let him join you, and I would suggest that you do. He not only has a fairly decent attack, he can also raise things from the dead. So we'll go and do that. Easiest thing to say is, very well, you may join me. And this is quite a strict thing he sticks to. If he leaves the Underdark, basically he loses his... I've forgotten the official name for it. This isn't just made up by Larian, this is a real thing, that the Myconids don't or won't leave the Underdark. It kind of keeps them alive. You can go kill someone and then use the animating spores and raise them from the dead. So I'm going to go and find the NPC near the hook horrors, and then I'll show you what he's like. So what I've done is I turned Lae'zel invisible using Gale. She came to the ancient rune circle, and I'm going to see, I don't know how likely this is, I'm going to see if I can kill Filro in one go. Once this is done, I'll bring in the rest, although Lae'zel will have to survive an onslaught of hook horrors for a while. This looks as good a place as any. So, Filro died, which is absolutely perfect. Come back to my other characters, join them together, go to the Sussa tree, they'll probably join a fight. Oh, there they are. So what I'm going to try and do is on Glut's turn, in fact it's his turn now, do it immediately, if I can. Oh no, made the wrong turning. Whoops. Back to Glut. And let's use the animating spores on Filro the Forgotten. So up Filro gets. And in case he dies before we get to his turn, we can have a quick look at him. And do you know what? This is fairly boring as things go. So he's got a simple robe, he's got a quarterstaff, but he's got one cantrip, one level 1 spell, one level 2 spell. Level 1 spell being Thunderwave, level 2 spell being Hold Person. And it seems like Larian is still keeping up with the whole thing where NPCs, enemies, get like 5 level 1 spell slots or more. Level 2 spell slots is 3, which is understandable. But there's not really much else interesting about him, sadly. So we'll see him in action soon enough. So we're going to have to wait until it's Filro's turn, because he just joined combat. And there goes Filro. He only had 25 hit points. His armor class was 11. There wasn't much he could do about that. I definitely want to try this. Perfect. So we've saved Glut, and he can now raise a hook horror, who joins the party. And since we're here, hook horrors are very strong and constitutional, but not very intelligent or charismatic. They do have blind sight. Doesn't say the range of that though, but otherwise they've just got the multi-attack. They've got the multi-attack, which is strong, should be avoided if possible. Once someone has been raised using the spores, they cannot be raised again. So it's a one-time per enemy ability. So sorry, it's a little bit disappointing that Filro wasn't the most interesting NPCs to have looked at. Hopefully it pleases at least one person who had requested it. Let me know if you learned something in this video, whether you ever used Glut, who do you raise with Glut. Thank you very much for watching. If you made it this far, please consider subscribing, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Ooh, we even got a critical hit in there.